Shalom. Want to say all praises, honor. Want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Kalalal, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The blood of the apostles of great stone, and shalom to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. To the sisters, the Akwath, and the Akim out there who believe in the truth, keep pushing, continue pushing. Alright, to the elect of Israel, much peace, love, and blessings. Alright, so let's go right into this. And as I can see from the the title of the video on the screen, it says Israel's vaccine app bringing hope back. Alright, so let's go into this.
I'm here at the Mamilo Shopping Centre in Jerusalem, where life is more or less back to normal. There's lots of crowds here today out doing a bit of shopping, and that's because Israel has partially reopened its economy. As of Sunday, shopping centres, libraries and museums are open to the public as a whole. But if you have a green pass, a vaccine passport as it's also known, then you're also allowed to go to the gym, to a swimming pool, a leisure centre, or even a cultural event. How has Israel been able to do this? Well, the answer lies in its hyper-speedy vaccination drive. Around 50% of the population has had their first of 2 doses, and the vast majority of the elderly population has had both. And now that they're fully protected, their lives are beginning to get a little bit closer to normal, if that is, they have the vaccine passport. That's an app or a printout that they need to take and show at the door as they go into, for example, a swimming pool or a gym. And if they've got it, they can go in and they can enjoy some exercise.
There are 2 types of Green Pass available. The first is a recovery certificate, which confirms that the person has had and recovered from COVID-19, and that's valid until June. But there is also a vaccine certificate, and that proves that someone has had 2 doses of coronavirus vaccine, giving them 6 months of relative freedom.
How does it feel to get the gym open and people are inside and having fun again?
We are so excited that we were able to reopen our sports center yesterday. The truth is we weren't sure if anybody would come, but in the morning, most of our clientele are I would say 50 plus, and everybody came back and the classes were crowded.
And what about the process of using the pass? Did most people come with the pass ready?
They did. Everyone knew in advance. I think the Israeli media explained it to people pretty well beforehand, and people arrived at our reception with a green passport, and it has a barcode so we can read it and make sure that it actually is what it says it is. And they also had an ID card so we could see that it was actually them. And once they are our members and we saw they had a green passport, we could then put it on their chip so we know in the future that they have been vaccinated and they're okay to go.
So Ruth, let's start with you. How does it feel to be back out exercising?
It feels nice and surprisingly not too tiring.
I'm just so happy to be back, getting back to somewhere where we're close to normal. Beginning to do things that we took for granted just a short year ago. We were here several times a week and we had no problems. We didn't worry about infections, we didn't worry about what air we were breathing, and now we can start to feel that way also.
Is there any other stuff that you're particularly excited to do now you've got your vaccine pass?
Meet more frequently our family
And our friends.
and our friends. Maybe go to the theater for a change.
I'm here now at Mahan Yehuda in central Jerusalem, which as you can see is completely packed. Lots of people out here today, not just to do some shopping, but strangely enough, to get vaccinated. Over at this pop-up clinic that we've just discovered while we've been out here today, an enormous queue that starts just back there and goes all the way up to the front, which is interesting to see because there has been a bit of trouble in Israel in terms of making sure that everybody is vaccinated. While it's true that a huge proportion of the population has received a jab, some communities, younger people and to some extent the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community here, have reportedly been a bit more reluctant. Now, the thinking is that setups like this, which allow people to just turn up and get a vaccine out of the blue might be having an impact on getting those rates to increase. Now, what has the wider impact of this been, and can Britain learn anything from this system? Well, it's a tricky question because Israel only has a population of some 9 million people, and it's a relatively small country, about 30,000 square miles. Very different from Britain with its population of 60 million. But if there's one lesson to be learned from Israel, it's that you need a somewhat aggressive healthcare system that is actively seeking people out and trying to get them vaccinated. Israel hasn't been waiting for people to ask for their jab. It's been going to them directly, or as we can see.
Alright, so yeah, that's enough for the video. You know what I mean? Just to give you a heads up, or a look into what will soon, you know, have to be done here in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Because them already speak of it, yo. You know what I mean? Once you hear them mention this back to normalcy, right? There's one universal what do you call it now? I'm gonna use the word hope as what the video say. You know what I mean? There's one universal hope where everybody have, and is to get this job. You know what I mean? And once you get this job, you will be gifted with some form of proof or some form of passport where you can use, you know what I mean, for access the normalcy. You know what I mean? So basically you will need you basically are gonna need to take this thing, right, in order for sure so you deserve to be within the society and among people, right? Now it's not like now where you can say, oh, if this big C, you know what I mean, nah do no test, you know what I mean, me nah do none of that. You see me? But when it comes down to this point, when this thing because it will come to a point where it will be mandatory, yo. You see me? But here what them, this is what them do. Them not push them not push it as mandatory now. You know what I mean? But what them do, them have stringent or strict measures. Right? So if you notice, you have articles and updates popping up saying if you don't have it you can't come to work, or if you not get it, you're not gonna be able to, you know, move freely within the society because you're potentially putting others at risk. But if then what's the case, or what's the point of it if others will be put at risk if them have it? If them already take it, why is it that they will be put at risk? You know what I mean? It is not, and it never was about this big CEO. It has always been about control. See, now when these measures are passed, you know your sister, these men have full control. It was never Andrew Holness, it was never Christopher Tufton, but the hidden, the shadow government, the shadow rulers, yo. See, them and the other one, them will pass all of the laws, all of the legislations. You know what I mean? That's why as I say, this is a universal thing where everybody have to get everybody has to be able to show their passport in order to access the new normalcy, or not the new normalcy, but you know, the normalcy we are gonna come. Yeah, basically the new normalcy. You know what I mean? You have to be able to show your passport. You know what I mean? For sure, so yo, look, you have access to this. Alright, so this is excuse me, Psalm 64:5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter, they commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Because guess what? Nobody never see this coming. You see me? Nobody saw this coming. all of a sudden you hear say yo want something pop up over China, then quick time you hear say oh shit it they America now, oh shit it they are Jamaica now, from England, oh shit one man dead, two somebody dead now, 5, 10. Now the so-called death rate out here for the big C is or I believe around 700, if so much, 4 to 700 between that. I mean, and no, I believe a 7 plus thousand cases and around 400 plus death, or close to 400 deaths seen, where no, with nobody don't know nobody will have it. Nobody don't know nobody will are dead. We not see the funeral them, right? We not see nobody a come on social media and say yo shit my cousin or my sister or my auntie or my grandmother just dead from this thing. You know what I mean? We not see them something there, yo. So it was, as we say, it was never about this so-called big C. You know what I mean? This thing was planned privately, you know what I mean? And it's been the evidence out there, yo. The evidence is out there. It's just that a lot of people like to be ignorant. You know what I mean? Them feel like say because them can use the word conspiracy theorists because them woke. You know what I mean? Or you're just a conspiracy theorist, but what conspiracy theorists even mean? Where it even come from? Them don't even know, right? Ignorant, you know what I mean? And that's exactly the reaction what these men want, you know what I mean? People for being ignorant and just conform, right? Again, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lane snares privily. They say, who shall see them? We see them, yo. The men of the Lord see them. You know what I mean? Because the Lord, they shall open our eyes to see all of the plans where these men have put in place. Yeah. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Yeah, these men, them put in the work. You see me? I have to give them that. You know what I mean? Them put in the work. See, because in order to run a successful scam, you have to put in the work, you have to do the research, you have to plan and know how you go about pulling off your scam. You see me? So these men, they accomplish a diligent search. This is both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. See? Yeah, so but as me say, this is definitely what's next for Jamaica. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, you literally will not be able to do anything. You can't, as me say, them come with the notion in a deceptive way, saying that it will not be mandatory. You can choose to get it if you want, but on the back burner, I guess to them I say, you know what I mean, you have business establishments where I go get in a trouble if everybody not inoculated. So guess what? The business place them now have to go push, say yo look, in order to keep your work, you have to do this. You know what I mean? Other establishments are gonna do the same. In order to keep your work, in order to keep your job, you have to do this, you have to take this. In order to can participate in this activity and in this activity, you have to take this. So you are gonna see. This is why the scripture, this is a perfect example of when the scripture in Revelation say, yo, and he causeth all. You know what I mean? That is that little part that's causeth all. Meaning everybody will be put in a situation where them have to take the chip. You know what I mean? Everybody will be put in different. They have to take the chip. They have to make a decision. Say, is either you take the chip, or you're dead for hungry, or you don't have a job. You know what I mean? Or you lose your pitney, you lose your family. Which, in this case, it goes. May I use it referring to having to get inoculated. See? So yeah, and a lot of people already look towards it, and guess what? They don't even know the implications that come with it. You know what I mean? Them don't even know say the thing have side effects. Why? Because the Jamaican media hide them little something there, yo. The Jamaican media now put out say yo, it now put out the news, the articles, the reports where come out say yo, 20 odd people, 20 odd elderly people from Norway dead after them get this. Doctors, you have doctors were dead after them get it. Doctor were faint. Seen? You have people get all kind of different neurological sickness along with other symptoms, right? But these things are not, the people are not being prepared for it. Seen? But yet our because the people minds not get prepared for it, they don't even know say how them for look out for them something, they ask them question. I believe what they them say something TVJ News always do a little poll thing, and them ask about it, and one person actually asked what the side effects, and I mean I was surprised. You know? I was surprised that them even put that on the TV. You see me? But anyway, this is the last precept. It's a Lamentation 4:17. It says, for us, our eyes have as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. You see me? You know what I mean? They hunt our steps, yeah. We cannot go in the streets. Yeah? And this Vox passport, yo, I gonna make it even harder. Just wait till it reach ya. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people where I talk about them now go take. But wait till it come. Wait till strict measures start get implemented. You go see who now go take. You know what I mean? Everybody go start consider them family and consider them pitney. See me? Anyway, and even them status in a society too. But yeah, more I read this last precept. Jump down to verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Yeah, it's all of them little persecution and, you know, traps and deceptions. Hey, once Edom time done, yo, him not gonna be able to do none of them and carry out none of these acts ever again. You see me? And hey, that time that we are gonna have the rule. See, and we don't need for rule, we don't need for be deceptive, we don't need for deceive Esau. Because guess what? We are gonna rightfully be set up as rulers, yo. See? So there is no need for be deceptive. And that's how this man come into rulership, by being deceptive, by being deceitful, which is his nature. Naturally, that's what Edomites do. Alright, the spirit of Edom. Alright, they said the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. You will no more carry thee away into captivity. You will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Yeah, so you know, so this after the Akim, you know, where just for remind us, say, oh look, even though all of this persecution are gonna come, just remember, say, oh, at Esau time, at Esau rule. You see me? Edom a rule right now, right? And when the time come, when for them time up, then our time will come. You know what I mean? So we just are going to sit down and wait for it. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Hashem Kodash, the blood of the apostles of great stone and shalom to the Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth.